Hi-ho, everybody, and welcome back to the Kingdom Compass podcast, where we talk about the goods and bads of all things Disney. I'm one of your hosts, Griffin to know, Griffy D. Pad, and with me is always the wonderful, the amazing Mr. Mitch George. How are you doing?
Yeah, that's about where I'm at.
Fair, but what if I told you one of the greatest TV events in the history of TV events has happened this week? Not this week, but in recent times.
It definitely did cheer me up. That is for certain.
It genuinely made me fully happier for a week.
I had a grin from ear to ear the entire time, and that does not happen very often.
Y'all, this is the episode we have been waiting for months at this point.
Well, since they announced this,
We've been so excited.
I'm trying to remember how long ago that actually happened.
The Muppet Show is back, kind of, sort of. And we will be talking all about that.
One night only, maybe.
When we get into it. But, of course, there's some things to get through first. First off, hi, everybody. Thank you. This is Kingdom Compass. If you like our show, hit us up on YouTube at Kingdom Compass Pod. Hit that subscribe button and get access to all of our fun stuff, letting you know when things are going live and all that fun jazz that YouTube does. Of course, if you're on podcast services, please rate us 5 stars or just rate us in general. Let us know what you think of the show, whether that be there, YouTube comments, social media, anything everywhere. Please let us know what you want us to talk about, what do you think of the show, what we can improve, etc., etc. Of course, we currently have our live show, or not our live show, our TV show. We're not doing any shows week to week.
We're going live?
We're going live now. No, we're doing a TV show where we're not doing any week to week episodes right now, but we will be recording at some point talking about Wonder Man.
Soon-ish.
And I have finally started to sit down
now
and
that
watch
you've finished it?
It took me so long. But I've also finally sat down and started watching Fallout. So we might talk about that. We might go back and talk about Stranger Things. There's a lot of stuff to talk about.
Things will happen at some point eventually, and we'll be excited to have you along for the ride.
Yeah, check that out. And the final piece of content you all should check out is our shorts. Hey, guess what? I've been exploring Festival of the Arts. I've bought way too much stuff down there. It is dangerous to my wallet.
That is, you made the choice to live this close to Disney, and this is the consequence.
I have been going down every weekend, Mitch, because I'm looking for a Kingdom Hearts print that I desperately need them to put back in stock because I need this thing.
You don't need it.
I am considering at this point buying the original.
Jesus Christ.
This original is $6,000.
Just don't. Put your wallet away, throw it off a cliff, do whatever you must do.
I'm going to keep my ID, but the rest I can get rid of.
The rest can go. Yeah.
I can pay with Apple Pay. We're good.
That doesn't help.
No, it makes things so much worse. But no, I've been exploring Festival of the Arts, been putting up our shorts that way. We just put one up all about Lorcana and the fact that I might be falling victim to a card game again.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You're paying thousands of dollars for plastic.
Oh, yeah.
And cardboard. You don't need it.
And yet, I have them sitting right over here. Unorganized. It's a bad habit, and I blame the parks. They know how to get you, Mitch. They know how to get you.
They know how to get you because you're a Disney adult, and it is an unabashed obsession.
It's a no
at this point.
Me at this point.
But that's fine.
No, literally, it was they had a scavenger hunt, and the gift for the scavenger hunt was a Rapunzel card. It was like,
which Bath and Body Works announced their next collaboration with Disney. You know what's in that?
Oh, I do.
Yep. So does my wife.
Yep. I've looked at it.
Did you see the hand sanitizer holder?
No, I did not.
Oh, you need to go look this up right now. I need your live reaction to it. See if I can find it.
Disney.
Where's the article from? Yeah, the Disney Parks blog had a picture of it. This is what I sent to my wife. I'm going to put it in the recording chat, and I look forward to your... That's the wrong button.
Yep. That
Yep.
is.
Yep.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm not going to buy any of
Yep.
it.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm actually good about not buying that stuff.
Oh, but it's a lantern. You gotta buy the
I
lantern.
only buy things I'm going to use, Mitch, like the RC Dinosaur Time Rover.
You're never gonna use it. I would get more use of it giving it to my son, but he also doesn't need it. So why? Why? Just why?
Okay, the reason for that is I like to collect like ride vehicles.
And that's fair. We should
That's-
probably do an episode on dinosaur because I don't think I've seen it since the year
I
2000.
don't think I've ever seen it.
Okay, put it on the list. But
Okay,
we're not talking about that today.
I'm calling this random chat our what have we been watching playing, unless you have something major you want to talk about before we jump into the Muppets.
I finished a game 20 years ago.
Good job.
It's great. It's called Metroid Prime. Go play it.
Okay, yeah. Normally, folks, for the main show, we try to start things off to keep ourselves somewhat on track with what have we been watching, playing, whatever. We're not doing that today, though, because, frankly, this is probably going to be a shorter episode. Love the Muppets. Adore them. This has a 32-minute runtime.
We can only talk so long. We can only hypothesize so much.
I will say my profile picture on all of my work stuff right now is now Rizzo the Rat singing Blinding Lights.
I thought you were going to say Sabrina Carpenter.
No, I get a lot more questions if it was Sabrina Carpenter.
Would you though?
Yes. Nah, here's the thing about Rizzo is Rizzo brings out the real ones. And it is I can immediately get to tell
that
who
version of blinding. Sorry, go ahead.
I immediately get to tell who has and has not watched this Muppets special almost immediately.
I'm still disappointed that version of Blinding Lights isn't yet on Apple Music. Like, what are they doing? They're slacking. They're someone's falling asleep at the wheel.
I could have sworn I saw it on there.
If you did, it must have just gone up because I looked literally the night of, and all that was there was the 2026 Muppet Show theme.
But yeah, let's talk about this thing, folks. The Muppet Show came back on February 4th with a runtime of 32 minutes. And guess what, y'all? It is the Muppet Show. It really is just the Muppet Show brought back. This was directed by Alex Timbers. He has done a lot. He has Broadway credits, though, on stuff like Pete Herman Show, Beetlejuice, which is why I have to bring it up. Sorry. But
no, you're not.
Done directing on John Mulaney, Ben Platt Live, some Broadway stuff, Mozart in the Jungle for Amazon. The dude has done a lot. And like I mentioned, he was the director for the Beetlejuice stage show. Can I tell you about...
And we'll be directing the story of Toto the dog from The Wizard of Oz. Why is that a thing?
I don't know. I really don't.
It's a dog.
But can I tell you just like how happy I was when I started looking into this and was like, oh, who's this guy? Oh, it's this guy.
Which, I mean, tracks. It makes sense to have someone with a theater background direct this show because it is always been this, vagabond behind the curtain type variety show where things go awry. Like going back and watching like the history of the Muppet Show, because my wife has been absolutely obsessed since they dropped it on Disney Plus. We watch it a few times a week, and just even going back to all those old episodes, it has such a good reverence for that original product while still giving it enough of a modern twist with the chicken singing man-child or Rizzo doing Blinding Lights that make me unabashedly giddy watching this. I've already watched it like 2 or 3 times. It's so good.
It was the shock for me of seeing both Rizzo and Pepe back, of seeing like fan favorite Muppets come back, which we haven't seen them for years. For this going well, for this being the first time I really loved Matt Vogel in the role of Kermit.
As Kermit?
Yeah. And also like how well this, I think, balances that classic Muppet nostalgia with a little bit more of a modern comedy sensibility and frankly a little bit more adult. Muppets has never really been able to find that line, I think, in a way that has been popular.
I would say modern Muppets hasn't been able to do it in a way that was done with the original variety show. If you go back and rewatch it, it's a fairly adult show, which I was surprised.
I would
by
tell you
rewatching
honestly,
it,
in general, again, doing it and also it being popular is my caveat. I loved the Muppets Office style show. Nobody watched it.
No, I love that too. But I'm even talking back to the original variety show. That was a fairly adult half hour, but in a way that, could appeal to both young and old.
Fair. I think also like shoot, what was the name of the one that we
Christmas Carol?
No, the Muppet Show that we reviewed about Muppet Mayhem.
Mayhem?
Yeah, like even Mayhem goes a little bit more adult. And
it
love
does,
it.
Yeah, it's an interesting story.
But again, nobody watched it.
No.
Like just us. I have the YouTube numbers to back that up. Like I love the Muppets. I loved this.
I mean, enough people watched it. They're putting the Electric Mayhem into a ride at Disney, so it can't have been that bad.
I feel like it genuinely feels so like we are on the edge of a Muppets Renaissance. Like
I for the love of God, just give me more. All I want out of this, I want 2 episodes. If they do this, I want 2 episodes. I want Jack Black's redemption after the 2011 Muppets movie.
That would be so funny. I'm in.
And Paul Rudd, because it's Paul Rudd.
Can I add a third?
You can add as many as you would like.
I want to see a Brett Goldstein episode.
Brett Goldstein would be great. The other one that I think would kill, just given his comedic chops, and it's quite timely given when we're recording this, Bad Bunny.
Oh, that'd be
Bad
so good.
Bunny episode of the Muppets would hit so friggin' hard, dude.
Did you see Elmo's Twitter post about Bad Bunny?
About Rocco or about Bad Bunny?
About Bad Bunny.
Like, I like Bad Bunny. You're not Bad Bunny. You're Good Bunny. I like Good Bunny.
Like it was whoever's running that account, 10 out of 10. Y'all are amazing.
I mean, it's Elmo.
I mean, I think that's what's wonderful about the Muppets, right? Is it opens itself
Actually, no,
up
Elmo would be too young to use social media based
It's
on
almost
most of
dead.
their T's and C's.
Fair. Elmo's dad just asks him about things and then posts them in Elmo's voice. I feel like you were about to go somewhere.
I was, but I didn't want to get. It was a very weird tangential thing about something in my past that reminded me of, but it's not. It's not interesting unless you're in my head.
So you decided to not. Okay, fair enough.
Yes, I did. But then I decided to elaborate on it and explain to you why I wasn't going to say it in a way that probably drove away anyone that was still listening to this. So if you're still here, thank you.
Yeah, I love this. I mean, that's the beauty of the Muppet Show, right? Of like the actual Muppet variety show. If you can really bring on anybody. And I really want to see who they get to bring on going forward. They could do the sky is the limit. And I could see them
who they're going to do, and you're going to hate it.
What, Lin-Manuel Miranda?
100%.
Again, I think they could do it. I don't hate Lin-Manuel Miranda. I just dislike most of his acting.
Oh, it would be great. Weird Al.
Oh, that would be really good, especially after he shows up in Muppet Mayhem.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's so many fun things. We'll get into like a bunch of other different people we'd love to have on, because literally you can just go
100%.
and look at who's popular. Perfect, grab them. But I want to talk about the different acts we got here. Let's talk about Sabrina. Sabrina Carpenter was the perfect person to have on for this. I loved her so much. Her bits with Miss Piggy were hilarious.
The beats were perfect. Like there's no one, like the whole thing they have with like her lawyers getting in contact because she's totally ripped off Miss Piggy style was so tongue in cheek and so fun. Yeah, it's given her, monumental rise to popularity, thanks to one Taylor Swift, who, again, that'd be another great guest for this show. It's been amazing seeing her. If you had told me back when Girl Meets World was a thing, that the one who would make it big and reach superstardom status out of any of these Disney Channel stars was going to be the friend from Girl Meets World, I would have said you were high. But here we are.
No, I thought for sure if it would be anybody, it would be Rowan, the star of it. But nope.
Or like even any of the other, like Olivia Rodrigo has gotten close, but she doesn't sniff the toes of Sabrina Carpenter yet. Like even things outside of just Girl Meets World, like there really hasn't been any star that I can think of that has risen to fame to the level of Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, I don't think so. Sabrina Carpenter kind of feels like this back to like the days where it was like Selena Gomez, Miley Cyrus of these.
I was gonna say, even going back to like Miley Cyrus, Joe Bros,
stars.
I still feel like Sabrina Carpenter at her peak is bigger than those acts.
Yeah. Like, and I love her in this because it is going back to a little bit to some of the old tongue in cheekness of her, both her act now and how she used to be. Her performance of Manchild in this is hilarious. And it is one of the most fun things I've seen all year. In the last, when I say year, I say last 12 months.
Mm-hmm. I also think the rendition of Islands in the Stream on is like everything that this episode did. That one cover is for me of like, oh God, like this could actually be a thing. Like this should be a thing of doing the Muppet Show, bringing in these guests, doing these covers, having these fun bits, having the recurring bits like Pigs and Wigs or the Statler and Waldorf. Like there's so much that's just unabashedly kind and entertaining and just slapstick in a way that we don't see in anything these days.
I mean, one of my favorite bits for this, right, was Kermit having to cut segments. It gave me one of the funniest moments for me in this entire show, which was them cutting Seth Rogen.
Which is great because he's serving his EP.
Yeah, it's like it was perfectly tongue in cheek, but also it was like, oh, this is our way to throw back like just about every possible Muppet. The only Muppet that didn't make an appearance in this was Walter.
Well, of course he didn't make an appearance in this. He's dead.
He did not die.
He was dead in the Muppet Haunted Mansion special. So, like, canonically in the Muppet universe, Walter died at some point. We're gonna have to find out how, and it's gonna be tragic.
Yeah, but also wasn't Kermit also dead in that?
No, Kermit was dressed up as Miss Piggy.
Anyways,
that was definitely a thing that happened at some point.
That was a thing that happened at
and
one
also
point.
We loved it. Not many people talk about that.
More people should. But yeah, I loved so much of this, like that DNA of the Muppets is really what brings it together. Is the bits are fun, but it is that connective tissue that really makes it. Bringing it back to Manchild really quickly, it was seeing everything there of like, first off, definitively funny watching Sabrina Carpenter just throw around Muppets. Genuinely hilarious. But those were Frackles. Those were from Frackle Rock.
They were.
Like, having Sam Eagle running the bar. Like, that it was my proof to me that I was like, oh, we are going to go a little more real with this.
Adult. Yeah.
And first off, if you haven't rewatched it, I highly recommend rewatching this. Watching that and just watching Sam Eagle's reactions to everything. Because it makes it genuinely 5 times better, where this Muppet is aghast at every single thing Sabrina does in this music. I'm going to say music segment. Genuinely incredible.
Yeah, musical interlude, whatever you want to call it.
Going to keep things rolling through some of the different segments. I mentioned that one. We got the part after that. We got Fozzie cutting Seth Rogen. I thought we got just enough of Fozzie in this. I would have loved a full like Fozzie's jokes segment with Statler and Waldorf, but that's not what we need for the special. Trying to get
what I need from Fozzie, honestly, as a character, is just a continuation of where he was in that sitcom that we don't talk about, the Office style sitcom that we got a few years back. Because the idea of a comedian who's stuck in his ways from like 70s style stand-up comedy that just can't get with the times would honestly be really fun to play with against other. I could see them doing a number of, family-friendly comedians as guest hosts or guest stars as well, thinking like a Nate Bargatze or a Gabriel Iglesias, like having them come in with a modern style of comedy and playing that off of Fozzie and trying to have him realize what it means to be a comedian in the 21st century and never quite getting there
Can you imagine
could be
the
really
duo
fun to explore with the character.
of Fozzie Bear and John Mulaney?
I'll go you one further. What about the combo of Fozzie Bear with either the newly unemployed or soon to be unemployed Stephen Colbert
Fuck yeah.
or John Oliver?
Okay, those would be incredible. I need
Those would be so good, right?
just the late night talk show episode. It just brings everybody out.
No, it's just got to be one of those two guys. I don't want no Jimmy Fallon. I'm not really into seeing Jon Stewart with the Muppets. Like,
I'm fine with
give
Jon
me-
Stewart. But yeah, I mean,
Eh.
you immediately you have picked the two best late night talk show hosts.
Yeah.
Keeping this rolling. Right after this, we got Gonzo coming back.
No, the other late night host that would work would be Conan. Conan would also be great.
I feel like Conan would be really hit or miss.
I like Conan.
I love Conan. It's just his humor doesn't always hit for me. Whereas the other two, I laugh more often than not. I'm gonna keep this rolling. Gonzo doing some roller skating. We got a really solid AI bit here. It was perfectly Gonzo. I'm gonna do this thing while reciting the names of Best Supporting Actress for the Academy Awards.
Backwards.
Yeah, perfectly Gonzo, and I love that the bit kept recurring throughout even the credits. After that, we got Pigs and Wigs. Pigs and Wigs is one of those where I'm like, okay, I get the bit, but man, I was so refreshed when Pepe showed up. I think Pepe showing up for me is what really made it. And I totally froze, but just kept talking.
You definitely did. I was about to message you. Did your computer explode again? But then I didn't get a chance to.
No, we're still rolling. We're on Pigs and Wigs. I was saying, I'm like,
Pigs and Wigs,
this is
yeah.
one where I was worried for a minute there when they started this because it's like, oh, we're going back to this one, and then they brought in Pepe, and I was instantly
It
like,
definitely
yes,
worked.
fantastic, perfect. I love this weird little shrimp. We also got Statler and Waldorf in there, prepping tomatoes.
Just doing their thing.
Perfect, 10 out of 10. And then after that, we got what was genuinely my favorite part of the show, which was Rizzo performing Blinding Lights. I had to show this in a meeting the other day.
Okay, I need the context because that seems like a weird pull.
So a lot of what I do is art focused, and I was like,
If you'd rather give me the context off air, that's fine too.
well, I can speak in generics. A lot of what I do is art focused, and when it comes to hitting specific vibes, sometimes you just have a vision in your head that's really hard to explain. And the vision in my head was based off of this. Kind of colorful and fun, but still grungy.
I see. Okay.
And so it really just gave me an excuse to play Blinding Lights performed by Rizzo the Rat in a work setting.
I'm honestly surprised you're still employed sometimes.
I have a weird job,
Just
man.
so you know.
I have a really weird job. I'm not even the weirdest person at my job.
And that worries me, honestly. Just not for us, but just for you. Like, I feel like if you're not the weirdest in the room, then there's something wrong.
You know what we did today at work, Mitch? We did an egg drop today. You know that that middle school science experiment of you put an egg in a thing and drop it off a thing and hope it doesn't break? That's what we did at work today.
Sure. That seems like a terrible waste of company resources. And eggs, because they're expensive.
To our credit, half of the team's eggs did not break.
You still wasted half the eggs. I assume you wasted them all. I don't think you're going to take those eggs from being dropped and then frying them.
People who got whose egg didn't break got to keep their egg. I don't know what they're doing with it. My egg broke.
I don't know.
But yeah. So, anyways, Blinding Lights, fantastic, awesome, wonderful. We've talked it to death. After this, we turned Beaker into an eldritch abomination. Eyeless Beaker is horrifying. And how dare you, Dr. Bunsen Honeydew?
Yes, but just giving me Bunsen and Beaker doing weird Bunsen Beaker things. Muppet Labs is the best part of the Muppets. Don't quote me on that or quote me on that. I don't really care. And I was really just happy to see it get a spot in the show.
Oh, I love it. And I love that this one played into the audience. Like, we had gone out there a couple times with the Maya Rudolph bit.
Yeah.
Which is great. And I loved how it
Which
played
I
in
liked.
this. With her, with a eyeball flying into her mouth and getting stuck in her throat.
And then that coming back at the end with the final trumpet or whatever, an eyeball popping out of that.
Yeah. Another really good bit is them reporting on her death, a sandbag falling on her, knocking it out, and them immediately reporting that she's back alive again.
It was so good.
So funny.
It was almost like, so I've been watching the last couple, like the last couple of recent seasons of South Park. And it reminded me a lot of that, where they do these like news interstitials for Fox News that are getting increasingly worrying and bizarre and just unhinged. And it just reminded me of that, of just like the quick pivot of like, in further breaking news, never mind.
Yeah, it's so perfect. I think it was really well timed. This entire show is impressively well timed.
Oh yeah, the pacing is on point. The sketches are good. The interstitials are great. Just when are we getting more? Disney, please tell me this did well enough to give us more, please.
Well, I will hit you with some numbers after we go through our last two bits here, because I think that these two are really what solidified this as incredible. The first one being Islands of the Stream, like we mentioned. I think this was
so good.
It was good music. It was perfect Muppets humor. It was Sabrina Carpenter just being incredibly endearing and wonderful. Like, I love this woman. Like, everything I could want out of this.
You can't not. Yeah.
This also started with Sabrina, like, talking with Miss Piggy and, like, having that moment of them connecting, I think was very sweet. There was a really funny bit in there of, like, just how old the Muppets actually are, which was really solid. And then we got this point of, like, we all lead into this, and Kermit's like, okay, what do I need to choose for the final act? Goes out there. It's this really great moment, and I love that it, like, I don't know about you, but I was fully expecting it to go into Rainbow Connection. Because, like, that's just kind of what you do with the Muppets. But I'm so happy they went with Don't Stop Me Now.
I was expecting Rainbow Connection. I like Don't Stop Me Now, but I don't know if it was the best. Like, for me, that didn't feel to me like the right song to be the climax, if that makes sense. Like, Don't Stop Me Now is a great, like, building momentum thing. And if this is the last thing we get from the Muppets for the next few years, it's going to feel a bit unearned in terms of the way that finale went for me. Like, that final number. I did want something with either a little more reverence for the source material or something that really did feel like a crescendo, which I don't feel like I get from Don't Stop Me Now. I love the song.
I don't think it is a crescendo. It doesn't feel like a finale. Right. And that's why I like it. It is a plea, right? It is a plea to let us keep doing this thing.
It is, and I still worry we're not going to get that, and it's going to feel a bit deflating in hindsight. Or at least that's the way I would feel if we don't get more. So I'm really hoping that's not the case.
Well, let's talk numbers, right?
And you're about to tell me that's not the case, right? Right?
We have nothing officially announced yet as of recording this on February 12th. But we got a couple of really good things. Streaming-wise, this thing instantly hit top 10 on Disney Plus all around the world. Not just in the U.S., everywhere.
Top 1 in some countries as well.
Mm-hmm. On that Wednesday night, it was the number 1 program for adults 18 to 49.
Yes, because the other interesting thing about this is that it aired on ABC the same night that it premiered on Disney Plus.
It also racked in over 3 million viewers on live TV.
That's unheard of in today's day and age for something like this.
I will be incredibly surprised if they don't do more. Genuinely, like I joked, right, that we have, like, are we going into a Muppets Renaissance after this? But I think the Muppets have finally shown the world, like, where they should be. It is the Muppet Show. We need them back where they were because of how good it was. And I think between that and this new rendition of Rock and Roller Coaster starting soon, and now we have our new CEO coming in with Josh D'Amaro, and this man,
I was going to say, we haven't even gotten a chance to talk about that news yet.
this man loves the Muppets.
That could be a good sign for us.
Like, I think the signs are there that this could go very well. Obviously, we don't know for sure. We know nothing, no definitive information. But man, I hope it comes back. Because, like,
If it does, I want to say, I think the first episode back, to tie it again, there's so much material for them to pull from just with the actors that are in and around the Disney sphere. I want one of two things for the relaunch of the Muppet Show with with the actual, like, week by week, not the special one-off that we got. One of two things has to happen. It either has to be special guest Pedro Pascal, because he's in everything and he's incredible and amazing and the best, or I need special guests, plural, Martin Short and Steve Martin. Steve Martin largely because he guest starred on the original Muppet Show, which,
oh man,
but also yes, please.
I mean, would they make it a Only Murders tie-in and have Sabrina there as well?
Selena, you mean?
Selena, that's what I meant. Yeah. Look, I'm still.
We've got Sabrina Carpenter on the mind. I don't fault you for that. They could, but I kind of want to just either see just Steve Martin or the combo of Steve Martin and Martin Short.
I mean, I think it would be fun just to have her there so that we could
brilliant.
Have her there just so that you could heighten up the age joke some more.
That, but she could also just play the Maya Rudolph role of being involved in the interstitials and, like, tangentially related to the episode, but not directly in it.
Oh yeah, that's like perfect situation for it. Yeah, I'm really happy with this being back, man. Like, genuinely, this put a smile on my face for a week. And right now, I feel like stuff like that is very rare. We've got really good shows, we've got really good movies, and we've got stuff that definitely hits you emotionally and stuff that's really fun and happy in the moment. But this genuinely, like, the happiness I had from the Muppet Show reverberated out for a whole week.
I think what's also interesting, if you look at comedy television or comedy movies right now, a lot of it is like, there is a lot of, like, dark comedy, I would say. You have things like Novocaine or the Thursday Murder Club, like stuff that's definitely got a bit more of an edge to it. Even something that recently came out, The Wrecking Crew on Prime. Like, you've got these two brothers, whatever. There's some darker elements to it, but ultimately it is just a comedy. But very rarely do you get something like this Muppet Show that is just unabashedly positive without having to be something that really makes you think. Thinking to other comedies we've gotten this year, something like Pluribus on Apple TV, where fantastic show, probably my favorite show of the year, but it definitely hurts to watch at times because of how aptly timed the material is given where we are geopolitically.
I mean, yeah, if you watch something like Ghosts or something like Upload, right, where these are comedies, these are sitcoms, they're funny.
Shrinking, but they're still... even something like Wonder Man. Although I think Wonder Man kind of aligns more closely with what we saw with this versus
I would say Shrinking is I would say Shrinking and Wonder Man are more dramas than they are comedy.
White Lotus, maybe? That's more of a
White Lotus is very much drama.
Even something like South Park, I mentioned it earlier, right? Like, it's very tongue-in-cheek, it's very crass, it's meant to just be uplifting and funny. It ties back into our current geopolitical struggles far greater than almost anything else on television right now. So it makes it hard to separate the entertainment value of what you're watching to what it should actually have you thinking and pondering over from, a philosophical perspective. This is just, it's popcorn fun. It's shut your brain off for 30 minutes and just smile, reminisce. Maybe it's not what everybody needs, but it's something everyone needs every once in a while.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how it comes back if it does. I could see them doing like a 12 episode season. I would love it if they really went for it, give us a full 24. But
I think an 8 to 10 is probably what I would expect from
I would say
a first pass at it.
I would say 12 even. I think 12 feels like the right number for 30-minute long late night comedy show.
It feels right, which is why I think they'll do less, because it seems like the sweet spot on anything streaming has been 8 to 10. The difference here being that they could do the whole simulcast on ABC thing with this as well if they wanted to, as something to either go up against or run off season with something like Saturday Night Live. But ultimately, it'll be interesting to see if and when the Josh D'Amaro-led Walt Disney Company does anything further with this attempt at rebooting rebooting the old Muppets Variety Hour.
Yeah, obviously we hope it happens, and that we will figure that out in the future. That's going to be the end of this episode, though, folks. Thank you for hanging out with us. Let us know what you thought of the Muppets. Do you want the Muppets to return officially? Let us know in the comments.
We all know the answer is yes, please.
If you've made it
1,000.
If you've made it 30 minutes into this podcast, yeah, you probably want the Muppets back too. But let us know what your favorite parts were. Let us know all about your thoughts on the Muppet Show's return.
Andy Samberg.
Yeah. It kind of feels like low-hanging fruit, but yeah.
Hugh Laurie.
Okay, you get one more. Make it count.
Okay, then if I only get one, it's got to be Gary. Jason Segel needs to appear in this thing.
Yeah. Okay, you nailed it. Good work. Of course, folks, we will see y'all in the next episode. But until then, be good to each other and have a magical day.